Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, joined here by Major Earl Dean. This evening at approximately 6:30 p.m., Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the location uh, regarding a possible disturbance. Upon making entry, they discovered two adult persons deceased in a rear bedroom, a male and a female. We believe both were married. At this point, just from preliminary observations, it appears to be a murder-suicide. I always like to preface it by saying it's preliminary because obviously once we had a chance to interview everyone and could get into the investigation, we do have our crime scene investigators as well as our homicide investigators, and obviously things could always change if we learn something differently. But from just a cursory view at this point, it does appear to be a murder-suicide. It appears that the male party shot the female and then turned the gun on himself. There is a gun uh, that that's at the location next to the body, and that's the information that we have right now. There was a call earlier in the evening, maybe over the last 2 hours is when all this kind of started transpiring. There was an initial disturbance call. Our deputies came out to the location but received no answer. Apparently, the couple resided here with an adult daughter, I believe 20 years of age, but when they arrived, she was gone. Deputies looked around, there were no vehicles. Que parece ser que esos fueron los hechos, que él mató a la esposa y se suicidó él. La hija de 20 años estaba aquí anteriormente y salió de la casa porque los papás estaban peleando. Nos dicen, parece que tal vez era porque uno de ellos parece que se dio cuenta de que la otra pareja estaba siendo infiel. No sabemos eso, no lo hemos comprobado, pero parece que de eso se trató. Y va a ser una investigación muy extensa, entonces lo sentimos mucho, la pérdida para las familias, y nuestras oraciones están con las familias y todos impactados por esta pérdida. Le pedimos a todos que tengan una situación de violencia familiar o si hay antecedentes, por favor que soliciten ayuda. Es algo que puede pasar en cualquier casa, en cualquier hogar, y lo vemos muy seguido en nuestra comunidad. Any questions?
How long was it between the time that someone called 911 about the disturbance and then deputies arrived, no one was here, and then the disturbance about the gunshots? What was that time frame?
I think it all transpired within about a 2 hour block total. I think the initial call for service was approximately close to 5 o'clock. The first one I think was around 4:47, more or less. I'm just estimating, just because there was a lot of information that came my way, but I believe it was close to 5 p.m. And then the other sequence of calls, they came out, stayed here for a bit. It's my understanding from what was conveyed to me that they knocked, they went around, checked the perimeter, they tried calling back the number, there was no answer. Apparently the daughter, the adult daughter that was here that had initially called had left the location. We don't know where she went. My understanding that she may have reported some type of disturbance. It was kind of vague. It wasn't very detailed as far as I know. And deputies weren't able to, didn't hear. They knocked on the door, they heard dogs, but no one, I don't know if they were ignoring deputies or just went silent. We don't know what happened. We don't believe that anything had transpired at that point, because it was until the other sequence of calls that we received later on at the almost the 6:30 mark. That's when the report was heard that a shot was heard, I think by one of the daughters, and then they called in, and then when we arrived again, entry was made into the home, and that's when the discovery was made.
And who else was inside the home at the time of the shooting?
It's my understanding that I don't know if the daughter was inside the home at the time of the actual shooting or that she just heard it because she may have been outside the home. But the daughter had been at home. We don't know if she was physically inside the home at the time because, like I said, when deputies first arrived the first time, I was told that the daughter wasn't there. She had left. So I don't know if she returned back and was in there when the disturbance continued later on, or if she was outside somewhere and just heard shots. But it, she's they reside with their daughter, or the daughter resides with the parents.
Okay. And did any neighbors hear any yelling or gunshots either?
That's what they're gathering right now. We didn't get that far. The investigators and crime scene investigators are just now beginning the initial scene investigation.
How much longer do you anticipate that they'll be out
They'll be out here for a couple hours. They're just in the early stages right now. They're tending to family and processing the scene and documenting the scene. So it'll be a couple hours before the scene is cleared. So I'm guessing about at least 2-3 hours.
Just to confirm, did the daughter make the calls?
It's my understanding that the daughter that was here residing with them made calls and then or made a call, as well as the other daughter that doesn't reside here that had heard from her younger sibling about what was transpiring out here also made a call as a third party, just passing on what she had heard from her sister.